Good morning, happy Friday, God bless, hope everybody's doing good. I am overjoyed because guess what I did yesterday? I completed a whole song. I wrote and completed a whole song, and for those that know me, that's big because I haven't done that in about 7 years. Actually, it is exactly 7 years, and that hiatus I did not like because, you know, if you are a creative, if you paint, if you draw, if you write music or produce, whatever you do creatively, it's an outlet for us, right? It's a way to get what we have in here out into the world. And so I'm just overjoyed today. And I just wanted to explain that sometimes when God has us on those breaks, the hiatuses, it's for a reason. It's always for a reason, right? In those 7 years, I've learned things that came out in this song. Right? In those 7 years, I've gotten ideas for other songs. And so what I'm trying to say is sometimes God will have you take a break so that he could teach you some things. Because what you learn in those times, when you learn in that 7 year or however long it is for you, he's going to use in the future. And it's so important for us to realize that. So important. Other thing, topic of the song, our perception of God, right? When I was a kid, this is not a shout at my father or any other father like that, but a lot of kids, a lot of parenting for fathers is one of instilling fear, right? So we have this fear, and for a lot of cases, it's unhealthy fear, right? And we're not talking about the fear of that someone would have because you respect somebody so much, but a fear of, I mess up, something bad is going to happen to me, right? And so that's how I grew up. And when I viewed God, I viewed him in the same exact way. And when I was viewing God at that time, I didn't make that connection, right? And for the longest time, I didn't make that connection. It wasn't until I spoke to somebody that brought that to my attention that I finally began to realize that I viewed God like I did my father as a child. Crazy. Is God a God that wants to instill fear, an unhealthy fear? I would say no. Should we fear God in reverence? Yes, right? Respect. But God has so many different characteristics that a lot of times we as men or we as fathers do not show. We do not express. A lot of fathers don't express love, mercy, forgiveness, compassion, etc., etc. Fill in the blanks. Also, as a man, sometimes we're not allowed to cry. If you're a Christian, did you know that Jesus cried? What are we saying about Jesus? Another thing I wanted to mention, and I'm going to close this thing out. I don't know how you view God, but take a look at how you view your parents and see if it matches up. And if it does match up, remind yourself that God, who God is not dependent on who your parents were. Okay? Read about God's attributes. The fruit of the Spirit. God is loving, he's compassionate, he's merciful, he's forgiving. Call out to God today. I hope y'all have a blessed day. God bless. Love you all.